Is it that brown skin? Is it that brown skin? Or them hazel eyes? Curly hair or them curvy thighs? Swear you look could be my demise. Boy, your love feels so divine. Peace, y'all. Welcome to another episode of New York Minute. I'm your host, Nymbus. Today we're going to be talking about 12 a.m. in Dallas. I'm going to start off with the verse. Then we're going to go into the history of the song. 12 a.m. in Dallas, laid up in her palace, pressed up on that soft skin, getting lost in her magic. Electric feels fantastic. We could chill or get active. Take a trip where a lake exists, a bunch of crazy kids with no malice. Just a taste of life, roll the dice, name your price, take a bite, say goodnight. I gotta make a flight, that'll change my life if I play it right. Need to buy, not just a slice, a ride or die, not just a wife. Need to know when the time comes, hopefully you down the slide. Is it that brown skin? Is it that brown skin and them hazel eyes? Curly hair, them curvy thighs. Sway looks could be my demise. But your love feels so divine. So when I made that song, oddly enough, that was probably like when Mooney and I first met. And in the time period of making it, I was just like, there's no way, this girl's just too good to be true, you know? From the first day we kicked it to us venturing through life together for a few years, and it was great. It's still great right now as I'm recording this song, but like back then, I was just so mesmerized by everything about her, from her music taste to her figure to her personality. And when we kicked it, it was like just like I'm kicking it with my best friend, you know what I'm saying? And not being from here, meeting somebody that I can relate to in different ways and vibe with in different ways was very comforting for me. Because you only meet so many people like that when you move to a new city, especially at this age. Like, you know, when you're in your 30s, it's like, I've met a lot of people over time. I'm cool. I meet who I meet. I'm not really in a rush to meet a whole bunch of people or a bunch of new people like that. But our chemistry was so A1 from day one that she inspired a lot of music, you know, out of me, especially this one. Imagine driving down I-35 going south to like, from, you know, the north to the south, basically Love Field all the way into the city. And you see the skyline and you see the neon lights and, you know, you got a baddie right next to you and y'all just cruising. Very little traffic on the road type vibes. And Mooney and I had plenty of nights like that and plenty of days. And so that's what really inspired, like, what is it about this girl that's has me so drawn in and then at the same time nervous? Because, you know, when a part of the verse is swear your looks could be my demise, but your love feels so divine. And when I say that, I mean, like, there's certain people out here that I know for a fact, you know, feel some type of way, or especially with somebody that's not from here, finding one of the beautifulest, most adorable queens that I've ever met in the city and being like, you know, I don't like that, you know, like that hater from Belly. Remember when Method Man went to Belly? Oh, no, sorry. Remember when Method Man seen in Belly where he's riding through the city and he's basically going in another hood in another territory, and motherfuckers is like, the dude with the banana, who I didn't realize was the same guy from
Is it Menace to Society? Kane. But yeah, that's the same actor that's eating the banana. So ironically, like sometimes I feel like that when you're in a new city and you meet somebody that's either known or popular and beautiful, it's like you're gonna have some haters that come with that, and that could lead to other things. But thank God we haven't gone through that, you know. But I just understand that being somebody that's an outsider. But anyways, that's where that lyric comes from in the hook, because she's just too good to be true. And I could only imagine what's on the other side of that, other side of that coin. So I was always a little nervous when we first met, but I was still smitten and very, very much in love. And yeah, she inspired a lot of music from me, y'all. So shout out Mooney. Man. And then when I get into the lyrics, it's 12 a.m. in Dallas, laid up in her palace, pressed up on that soft skin, getting lost in her magic. Electric feels fantastic. We could chill or get active. Take a trip where a lake exists, bunch of crazy kids with no malice. And when I set up that scene, we actually went to the lake. Her old roommate, Trinity, and OG, and we were on, we had little shrooms with us, and so we were just out in the park by White Rock Lake and just vibing one day. Like, it was one of our first days just kicking it all together like that. And we had fun, yo. Even though it started like raining, we had a good time. And so that's why I wrote that lyric in there, because I felt like when you meet somebody that you can just be yourself with and just be childish sometimes and just kick it and, you know what I'm saying, have a good time, like, that's a blessing. To have that type of chemistry and understanding about each other. And so that's where that lyric came from. Then just a taste for life, roll the dice, name your price, take a bite, say goodnight, I gotta make a flight, that'll change my life if I play it right. I need the pie, not just a slice, a ride or die, not just a wife. Neither know when the time comes, hopefully you down the slide. And so I get into, you know, me knowing that I might not be in this city forever. And sometimes an opportunity might come my way to where I have to head out. But hopefully you understand, you know, my love is still there for you, but the opportunity is also something I'm going to have to take into consideration, and you do too as well, because a person like me can be here 1 minute, gone the next. And when opportunity presents itself, especially to a black man, like, with so many different abilities, duty calls, and that might be in another country, it might be in another state, it might be for a short period of time or a long period of time. And my priorities are always the business, because the business that I do provides for the lifestyle that I live.